They're still screaming after all these years.
No accounting for taste, is there?
Grown men.
It's ridiculous. What is that, Peter?
It's just, it's part of George's story.
You're a very sick boy.
You got that right.
Very sick boy.
Somebody told you. I don't know.
I think we better check George's tongue, too.
Is it tan, George? You got.
Now, is this? I'm told this is the first time you guys have ever performed with on television with a live band.
On a Friday.
On a Friday.
in color.
Yeah. And
Yes, it's true.
Also, do you know that on this date in 1972, Joanne was the #1 song in this country?
Mike Nesmith's tune. Mike
Now,
Nesmith's
speaking
tune.
of Mr. Nesmith, what's the story here?
Were we speaking of Nesmith?
Well, we were hoping to form a new group. It was going to be Mickey, Peter, David, and George.
This is the announcement.
I actually have to thank him because I was watching him on television in England a couple of weeks ago when they were running the Derby, and he gave the winner. Indian River, right? Thank you very much.
Somebody won something.
How
it
did
sounds
you know,
like.
George?
Yeah.
I
So,
see.
do you want? What? Mr. Nesmith will in fact be performing with you in Los Angeles, right?
In Los Angeles at
Yeah.
the Universal Amphitheater on the 9th of July. Those of you who don't have tickets, buy them with your money.
Talk about a plug, huh?
Yes, right.
So how does you guys remember? It was a big deal when they were putting this group together. There were auditions. I guess they had thousands of people come out and try.
Dozens.
We dug up. Was this the very ad that was in the trade? So you guys,
Look at that.
you guys all saw this ad individually. It just says Madness auditions.
Must come down for interview. That was the tricky part.
Yeah. You have a grown daughter now, Mickey.
I know.
Let's grow up.
Time for you to start acting
Can you
reasonable.
believe this? A grown man acting like this.
Amy, in fact, was on the show, and she was
Yeah.
delightful. And yeah, she's. You all have grown kids,
Such
don't you?
plastic. She's
Yeah, well, I
doing
have
okay.
4 daughters. All girls.
Funny.
All daughters, all girls. Wow, that's incredible.
I have my daughters are assorted.
Mostly humanoid, though.
Yeah, I have a boy and a girl.
Some amphibians. You've had a couple of amphibians, but they're mostly humanoid.
Now, speaking of young women, when you were getting these screams when you first started, and the young girls were chasing you, you just ate that stuff up, didn't you? Yeah.
We particularly like the control. That's it. Ready?
Boy, that was good.
Plane tickets get expensive, but, we take them with us anyway.
Pay enough money these days.
Where's the mega? Oh, here, listen to this. Now, I want to ask you about this Screen Life. There's a story, we don't have to show it. It just says, there's a picture of the Monkees from the 60s. It says, why the Monkees are really afraid of girls. Let's have the answer to that. Were you afraid of girls in the 60s? No, I'm sorry. Oh, it's the special barbecue issue. I'm sorry. Well, I feel absolutely silly about it. How do these kids feel about their dads and all this phenomenon kind of happening all
The
over
wonderful
again?
thing about it is that the kids are absolutely, they don't care about us being pop stars or famous or any of that. We're just dad to them. I mean, when Roddy McDowell was passed through, I got his autograph from my son. He was all over me. Dad, God, thanks, Dad. Roddy McPiper. He was a wrestler.
Okay, yeah. McDowell is somebody else.
Yeah, I'll get it
Roddy
straight
McDowell
with
rarely wrestles.
Anyway, my kid liked this guy, and that was insanity for him. But me, it's Dad, what do you mean I have to go to bed? And all that
My daughter said to me, Daddy, I don't understand it. All my friends want to meet you.
My daughter, who's just graduated from Santa Barbara High, she said that her friends think that I'm a major babe.
George can't get him to stop.
Your fan is over there.
Thank you, fan.
Did you guys pay any attention a couple of years ago when they had this search for the new Monkees, and I think they even. Well, they did.
Be nice,
They
poor
did a
guys.
TV show. They did their best. Yeah.
And-
Did it bother you? Did it?
Oh, no. I think we wish them the best of luck, and
Not their series, but them personally.
I suggested that we went after their families.
No, it didn't.
No, we wish them the best of luck. I mean, I think it was tough for them. I think they had a real tough, after
Yeah,
following.
did you have they said modestly, did you have trouble with girlfriends when all these other girls, were you able to develop any kind of relationships, or were you just too busy
His
traveling?
girlfriend for a while.
Did you have girlfriends when you were
Yeah, I had lots of girlfriends. However, we weren't allowed to do certain things, when we were signed to to the company, to Screen Gems, they really didn't want us going around on motorbikes, and they didn't want us really talking about controversial matters. It was the Vietnam War happening then, and drugs were happening, and Woodstock and stuff like that. So they gave us certain sort of...
Gave us girls.
Points.
Watch them all the time.
You have to make sacrifices.
Right,
that's
right.
Now, there was a rap on you guys when you're first getting started that, hey, these are not real musicians and performers. It's kind of a manufactured group, and they don't really have... Hey, I'm just reporting what was in the papers.
Yeah, but I noticed that you're very selective about what you're reporting.
The answer, quite simply, the truth of it is that the Monkees was a television show about a group.
Yeah.
And we were guys playing the parts, as it were, of these rock and roll guys in a band. We became a real group in every sense of the word. Our first concert tour was 200 dates. Jimi Hendrix was our opening act.
We had all the fights that the Who had.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything that...
But now, of course, we hire people to trash the rooms because...
Oh, that's good. Well, you can do that,
we don't have the time.
So listen, guys, good luck on the tour. You're heading all the way. It's so great to see you. And then later on, we're going to get you back out here because they are going to do another song. I promise you that. All right? Thanks, Mickey. Thanks, Peter. Thanks, Davey. The Monkees, folks. We'll take a break and be right back.